to my YouTube channel. It's Hephzibah C.O.T. That's Hephzibah cup of tea, guys. So if this is your first time stopping by, you are most welcome. And if, as usual, you've been keeping up with our previous videos, thank you so much for your support. You guys are amazing. So today we're gonna be doing a reaction video because like a couple of days ago I saw a video about a lady. It was a black girl that decided to, in my opinion, make a complete fool of herself. And I want to keep saying the word "in my opinion" so that nobody like kills me for saying what I'm gonna be saying in this video. Right?
It's a joke!
Yep.
You are the racist! The racist is you! It's because the white guy killed that you think they're racist. The racist, the Black Lives Matter. Go to Chicago! They don't have schools! And they die every day. They don't matter. Go to Southeast DC, Northeast, tell them Black Lives Matter. If it matters, it should matter everywhere. You guys are hypocrites. Attention seekers. Attention seekers. Black lives should matter everywhere. It doesn't take a white cop to kill a black person to matter. Black kills black more than anything. You know that.
So in my opinion, all of that is shit. So in the first place, don't get me wrong, what she said makes a lot of sense. Blacks killing blacks, black on black violence. If you go to the hood, you see more black violence or whatever. That makes complete sense. But where I have a problem is where you're coming to say that the Black Lives Matter protest is a joke. Or you're saying that black people are lazy simply because you graduated.
You guys are not oppressed. You're lazy, that's all it is. Go get jobs, work. I'm black, I'm not oppressed. I have a master's in health administration. Okay, I'm going to be working for a federal agency. I am not oppressed.
So in my opinion, all of that is shit, right? Because the fact that, let's say, for instance, you haven't experienced racism doesn't give you any rights for you to say that there is no racism. The fact that you are privileged enough to live your life every day, you and your family members, you go to work, you're able to graduate, you have not had any experience of someone being passively racist to you or actively racist. What are you going to be saying to the families of those that have actually suffered racism firsthand? In my opinion, her forefathers are rolling over in their graves wanting to slap the shit out of her. They want to spank her because they suffered racism. Parents are still having to teach their kids, their black kids, oh, if you're being stopped by police, you have to raise your hand and put your hand on the dashboard. How many white people actually tend to train their kids that way? Or a group of black people gather in one place and then someone decides to call the police that, oh, they are committing nuisance, or oh, there is drugs or something like that. But how many times is police being called to a white people's barbecue, or when a lot of white people are being gathered in a place? You're filling out a form that is making you put down your race. For what needs?
Just because I'm black does not mean that I don't deserve to have rights. Just because I'm black doesn't mean I'm less human than anybody else. We are all equal.
A guy came and was like, all lives matter. In my opinion, that's stupid. I'm not saying all lives don't matter. All lives do matter. But how can all lives matter if black lives don't matter?
We both feel enough is enough. All lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter, and that's period.
It's like saying every house in the streets does matter. We all know that. But if there's a particular house that's on fire, you pay more attention to that house first. We are protesting based on the things that have been caught on camera. Even these police officers nowadays are not even scared for the cameras that are being put on them when they are committing this offense. Then what about people that did not have cameras on them? What about those people that did not have the opportunity of having someone near them to take a footage on what's going on? Like that girl now, if that girl had come to the protest, I want to scratch her eyes. Like, what the fuck? How can you come and be telling somebody, oh, Black Lives Matter protest is a joke simply because it's not a fight that you want them to fight? Like, if at the end of the day, you make a protest saying black on black violence is wrong, you would see the number of people that are actually going to stand up with you and support you. Black violence is high in my opinion because that is how they have been trained to survive. If you watch these movies about true life experience on racism and all those things, you would realize that even pastors and some other people had to have guns in their houses just to feel safe, right? And at the end of the day, they feel the need to continue their violence to protect themselves. So you don't blame someone because, oh, that is how they've been trained to think. The protest is a way for them to demand justice. And the truth is that if this protest did not go on, there was no form of justice on the police officer or the other police officers that witnessed the whole situation that did not stop him. And when the protest happened, what happened? They decided to arrest the police officers and the rest people that were beside him and take up the case. So yeah, good job for that. Yeah. Let me not vex too much.
I mean, God, we're human beings. You don't treat other people like that. It's just wrong. Black, white, I don't care. A person is a person. Skin should have no bearing on how you treat a person. That's just wrong. I hate their goddamn guts. I can't say that I hate them. I can't say that it's totally the kids' fault. I mean, I'm sure their parents had some bearing on the way they feel and everything else. I think it's just the system. I don't know. I can't say that I hate them because I don't hate anybody.
In my opinion, the most sad thing, not the most sad thing, the most sad thing is the racism. But one of the most sad things right now is the fact that in America, racism is so much. They have a president that isn't even making the issue any better. At this time, we need a president that has sense in his head. Because if at the end of the day we're looking for someone that is going to be fair, and the president that we have right now is one that already looks at black people as thugs, already sees black people as being inferior, how do you expect fairness? Because there has already been a situation of being biased. In my opinion, the one true president is Obama. Because see, he came out and even addressed the whole issue of racism like a wise human being. Donald Trump is sending out police to come and to shoot rubber bullets and do all those things. For police violence that they are trying to fight against for... I need to pray for sense. In my opinion, how I see these things, if the police want peace, give them peace. But I want to see one of these racists, you know, first hand, so that I can scratch their eyes. I worked in customer service. I remember a time when a white lady called and then she was like, oh, you're not speaking English. She wants to speak to someone that can speak English, and I don't take this thing seriously, right? But then I don't give in to those because you want to bully me. Why? Are you a bastard? Did you fall from heaven to be bigger than me? I told her, I was like, I am speaking English. I am going to attend to you. If you don't like it, you cut the call and you call back. But if I pick the call again, I am going to be the one to attend to you. You're not going to come and tell me, oh, you want to speak to someone that can speak English. I'm not speaking English. What am I speaking? Are you okay in your head? And at the end of the day, I went to call a black supervisor for her to speak with. She spoke to the black supervisor and asked for somebody that could speak English too. Me, I ended the call. You cannot be an imbecile when you are talking to me. You can't come and make me feel like I don't speak English because I'm black. If I have an accent, you deal with the accent. You try to understand the accent, because the truth is, you as a white person, or you as an Asian, or you as whatever it is that you are, you have a different accent from what I am used to. And if I'm going to put my ears down for me to try to understand what you're saying because we are communicating, so it is just fair enough for you to do the same for me. Just in summary of everything that I want to say is there's only one race, and that's the human race. If anybody says the Black Lives Movement is a joke, there are a lot of people that have been victims of racism. We can't toss their feelings aside. just because we are not experiencing it. If any race at all says, oh, the Black Lives Matter protest is irrelevant, I just have one question. Would you or your forefathers want to be treated the way black people have been treated and the way black people are still being treated till today? If not, then the truth is there is something going on.
Do you forgive them?
No. Can't take back no hurt. But they gonna always do that. They always spit on us like we some dogs. They always gonna spit back on them. Ain't nothing gonna change.
This protest shouldn't just be our own way of coming out to say no, we are not racist anymore, we are standing up against racism, and once the protest is over, that's the end of it. Even in our daily lives, the things that we do here and there, we should make sure that we are putting other people's feelings into consideration. People's races shouldn't matter for them to be given what they are entitled to. Alright? So yeah, this is gonna be the end of the video. Just as usual, it's me giving my opinion. If you have any opinion about the video that you saw, the lady, if you think that I am being dramatic or something like that, please, I would love to see your comments. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. Yeah, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, comment, and do have yourself a wonderful day. Mwah.